Saturday, May 28th. Barely got out of the shuttle. And I already got to take my shoes and socks off to cross the stream. I was not going to get my shoes and feet and new inserts wet 2 minutes into this trail. So, yeah. Thanks to Homer and his son Kevin for shuttling me back out here to Virginia 621 on a Saturday morning. Appreciate the fare rate and the conversation. Kevin's a good guy. I didn't meet his dad, but Kevin was a good guy. Enjoyed talking to him on the way out here. So I appreciate that and look forward to using their services when I return back to Daleville. Yeah, a year ago today, I got a phone call that my mom passed. And not that I'm sitting here lamenting about it, it's just an interesting point. And it's one of the reasons why I'm out here, because really couldn't take a long time off, even though my brothers were pretty much handling most of everything in New York the entire time because I'm in Connecticut. But still, life is short, and didn't want to be out here when my mom was sick and old. But now's my opportunity. So yeah, a year ago this morning I found out. So hello to everybody back home. Hopefully this trail is good to me today. Dry, not dangerous. Talking to Kevin from the shuttle, sounds like it can be technical and difficult and steep back down Dragon's Tooth, especially when it's wet. So we'll see. It's Memorial Day weekend. McAfee's Knob and the trails are going to be crowded. I already saw 100 people parked at the parking lot. My stay at Comfort Inn was nice. They had a lot of amenities, but it is pricey. Got a package coming in a couple days there. I was a little pissed off yesterday. They wouldn't give me the hiker's rate. They gave me a bunch of lame excuses. They said I didn't tell them when I came in, which is kind of BS because they came in with a backpack and poles. And it's not like I know all the bargains they have. So I mentioned I was a thru-hiker, but the guy who worked the desk didn't know. And then I managed to find out a couple days later from another girl working the desk that there was a hiker rate. So then I went down there and tried to get it, and they called the general manager, and they said, oh no, because you didn't tell us right away, we're not giving you the hiker rate. And when that excuse ran out, they said, well, you made the reservation ahead of time, because Rachel called because I didn't have service, which was BS too. So they just came up with every excuse in the book, and I wasn't about to sit there and argue with it, but it would have amounted to a free night essentially. Anyway, it's just bullshit. So everybody call Comfort Inn in Troutville, Virginia, and complain for me because I'm going back there in a couple days. Man, it is going to be rough. High water. Day 71, I failed to mention that. Saturday, May 28th, day 71, after a 00. Started at 8:40 a.m. and I got a haul ass, so take care, buddies. you've never read or looked into the story of Audie Murphy, please check it out. As simple as Wikipedia. An amazing story. That's a life. And to think that all he was through to perish in a plane crash, an accident, it's just, I guess, how things go. But yeah, I'd hate to think we're living in a simulation and we've been fed a myth, and I want to believe these stories of heroism. And I'm a big World War II buff, and yeah, he was most decorated, or one of the most decorated soldiers in American history, and then became home and basically played himself in movies, which I can't fathom having the strength to do that, especially with PTSD. I guess he slept with a pistol under his pillow for the rest of his life. But really an amazing story, and check it out. That's the first climb of the day. I'd hate to say it too soon, but I was virtually pain-free. But of course it was a climb, not a descent. I avoided all the high streams and water and took my shoes off, and so far my feet are still dry. It's cool, overcast. I expected to be some sights on this particular mountain, but just the not just, but the Audie Murphy memorial was highlight enough. I just thought there'd be sights up here. Given that we're in full foliage now, it's probably difficult. My spirits are up, Kafkuba fans. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, and I'm early into this trip, but you know, not being in pain, what a motivator. Not having flooding rains and just having a nice rest. Just praying my feet hang in there. Every now and then I get a little twinge, but I can't expect it to be perfect, having it been as bad as it was for so long. Oh shit, I can't focus in this mode. 1 minute, man. Director's view is flawed. Yeah, I just gotta be careful because I kind of slowed down. I'm in a good mood. I've been BSing with a couple people, trying to enjoy it, but I can't figure out my timing on this trail. It's like 1 minute I'm struggling to make a destination, and the next minute I'm gave myself too much time. I was thinking it would take me 3 days to get back to Troutville, but I don't know. It looks like I'll be, unless I get surprised by the difficulty of Dragon's Tooth. I mean, I could almost be tenting at Four Pines Hostel. I mean, it seems doable. And then the next day is McAfee's Knob, and shit, then I'm back to Daleville Monday, and that's too early for my package, I think. So I'm ascending Dragon's Tooth now, after ascending and descending all the way up to Audie Murphy's memorial. Just saw a little lizard run across the trail. I've been seeing these things run across the trail all day, and they've been too quick, and I was like, what the hell is that, a mole or a mouse? And finally I caught a glimpse of one. I went to get my camera and it took off. Little lizard or a skink. I don't know if the hell they're called up here. But I wanted to say this day rivals. Man, I don't know what it is. I got something in my throat. This day rivals the best weather I've had on the trail, which was that day out of Bland when the weather was absolutely gorgeous, breezy, cool, but not cold. Reminded me of fall. This day is close. I give the edge to the day coming out of Bland for weather and temperature, but the views and trails and anticipation of hitting 700 miles in Dragon's Tooth and McAfee's Knob right around the corner, and then changing maps to Northern Virginia, make this either a tie or actually first place, because the weather is actually quite nice. So the edge to Bland on weather, but I think today is, you know, especially given my spirits and my feet and having improved, this might be the best day on the trail. I'm excited. And it's almost like I had to relearn how to walk. If you recall from a couple videos ago, I was like throwing my feet out and had neuropathy, and I was kind of walking on my tippy toes all this time to avoid the pain, or, you know, it was just a weird gait, and it got worse over time, and I tried to correct it, but the pain was too much. So now that I've seemingly reduced my pain, at least I hope it stands. I mean, I haven't gotten to 10 miles yet, and that's where it used to kick in bad, but anyway, it's like I have to relearn how to heel strike again first and get my normal gait back, because like a dog who limps and then gets fixed up, they limp a while because they're used to it. It's kind of the same thing. Anyway, 4 miles, less than 4 miles now to Dragon's Tooth. Where is it? Where is it? It's got to be here somewhere. I'm close. I think I found it. I think I found it. Of course, the light is 700 miles. Should have been here 2 weeks ago, but here we are. Just proof that I was here too. 700. Damn. Oh, here's another one right down the way, within 10 feet. Better lighting. Dude, what are you doing there? Come on, get. Don't get hurt, guy. What a jam-packed day. Hope the little guy didn't get hurt running off. Dragon's Tooth should be real close. I'm not much of a daredevil. I don't think I'll be going up there. I don't know, maybe there's some steps to make it easier. Dragon's Tooth. Yeah, this is good enough for me. It's too crowded up there. People are getting stuck coming down. I get the idea. It's not part of the AT anyway. Nice view, beautiful weather. I'm glad I waited it out. Dragon's Teeth. I almost slipped and hit my fucking shin just getting up here. People are falling. There's lines. It's like Disney here. I think I'm good, man. I don't need to go up there. I didn't film a lot of it because it was a shit show, but coming off of Dragon's Tooth was highly technical, especially with a 30-pound backpack. Had to throw the poles down sometimes, clinging to rocks, slipping and sliding. Almost broke my neck a minute ago. I couldn't imagine of doing that in pouring rain. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It's just I'm the slowest guy on the mountain today. Everybody's passing me by. I gotta stop every 5 minutes on Memorial Day to let people go by. But I'm the only idiot out here with a huge pack. I gotta go back to square one and figure out what I'm doing wrong. So everybody's going to Four Pines Hostel. It's pretty much the only option. I don't know if I feel like dealing with that shit show. I mean, I'll probably tent if I get there, if they have tenting. Four Pines Hostel, this is an interesting setup. Looks like I'm sleeping on one of the couches, but the guy's not here. It's nice outside. Inside sketchy, but I can charge my phone and they have water. I decided to tent, which is a good thing. And I got run into town for a couple PBRs, so that's a good thing. 15.3 today through some very interesting experiences. 700 miles, Dragon's Tooth, a bear within 10 yards. Really nice place. I mean, really nice location. I'm glad I'm not sleeping on one of those couches or bunks. All right, I'm gonna cook on my stove and have some ramen bomb to get rid of some of my food to make room for my care package. Ciao.